Hello and welcome to another episode of the Regulation Podcast. This is episode 39. My name is Jeff Ramsey, and with me, as always, Andrew, Eric, Nick, and Gavin, as they are colloquially known. However, we're going to pick nicknames soon, and I guess we'll have to go by our new monikers.
Ooh. So are we, how is that working again? So we're doing a nickname draft. We're going to record it tomorrow. We're all picking one nickname for each of us. Then how is the ultimate nickname being decided? Do we pick that? I don't think you should be able to pick that. How's that going to work?
You don't get to select your own nickname. So we all,
So we all select nicknames for each other, and then you're at the mercy of the wheel.
Oh, we're at the oh, great. Okay.
Your four nicknames go on the wheel, and the wheel gets spun.
Are we each bringing one for everybody? Is that how that works?
Yeah,
yes.
Everyone but yourself.
Okay. Yeah.
Are you guys getting mean?
I'm not going to tell you where I'm getting.
I would like to not. Okay, Andrew's going to get mean. Cool.
I'm thinking about
Andrew already got mean on Nostradamus. It doesn't matter.
He got spicy.
No, I was spicy. But I have, can I give you one of my scrap names that I had? I had a nickname for Gavin that I really liked, but it has his partner's name in it. So I had to get rid of it. Nutmeg.
Jesus Christ.
How does that?
I was thinking because you've been squirrely recently, like you've been a little bit of a menace, and I was like, well, what
nutty.
feels like a squirrel nut vibe and nutmeg, and I thought Meg's name is in it. This weird. I can't do it. So
it's just a coincidence that one of my nuts went bad.
Yes, didn't even think about that. Completely unrelated.
A great nickname.
I was really focused in on the squirrel aspect of it.
Hey, Gav.
Yeah.
Maybe stop living in the past, okay?
It's true. That was almost 20 years ago.
Good Lord.
20 years ago? You've had an injured nut for 20 years?
What would it be? 18 years ago? Yeah, 2007.
Have you ever done anything in that gap where you're like, man, this would be easier if I had 100% nut on the other side?
Well, I would say I'm back at 100% nut.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, like both nuts work perfectly, right? It's just one is stapled to the side of your body.
It's not stapled to my body. It's stapled to the sack.
Is the sack part of your body?
Yeah, but you always
All right,
describe
then
it to
stapled
other
to your
people.
fucking body.
You always describe it to other people like someone stapled it to my leg.
That's exactly what it sounded like to me. I thought it was stapled to your leg when
to
he
your
said that.
sack, whatever. It's stapled to you. It's you stapled to you. I didn't say it was stapled to your foot or anything.
I mean, I don't know if it makes the sperm. I don't know if they could test jizz and know which one came from which bollock. Do little jizzes have like nut fingerprints on them?
I don't think so.
There's not like a bunch of lefts and rights swinging
Like
around.
you can tell which receptacle it came from.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Right bald, left bald? That's very funny. Right bald, more creative? Whatever.
Yeah, like Jeff, you have only one kid, so you've only succeeded with one ball so far.
Yeah, that's a good point. And then I
and
snipped
ever.
it, so now it doesn't really.
Oh, man.
Now I can't do it again.
Yeah.
She's left-handed, so I don't know if that plays any part in it.
Nick says same here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got the old snip.
Yeah, Nick's
One
fixed.
and done.
Nick and I got fixed. We got spayed or neutered, whichever one's appropriate for us.
I thought Nick was agreeing he was left-handed. I completely misread that.
If you took one of my balls,
Okay.
whose kids would you be having?
Oh, that's an interesting question.
Yeah, like if you just had someone else's ball put on, does it start making their kids or the ball's kids?
Ooh,
I don't know.
I'm too dumb for this.
Oh.
Because it'd be pretty cool to have one of your own and one of someone else's, and then it's just kind of a potluck.
Like a split?
You know what?
Where do babies come from? Is that the title of this episode?
Well, no,
Well, no.
it's
This is an awesome way to segue into something that happened to me
Jesus.
Monday night
Oh,
that
no.
I have been horrified and dying to tell you guys because it's kind of related to what we're talking about in some ways, and it has left me a shaken person. Monday night, I was laying in bed watching TV with my wife, just laying on top of the covers in my jammies because she was going to go to sleep after we finished watching Silo or whatever, and then I was going to get up and play Call of Duty. And the dog, he sleeps in bed with us. He's pretty good again. He's regained his bed privileges, and so he's pretty rad. He's pretty rad. He's getting a lot of the puppy is leaving him, and he's just becoming a good sleepy bulldog. But he brought his hockey stick up into bed with him so that he had something to chew on. He's got this like little Detroit Red Wings hockey stick we got him. And he likes to be touching me at all times. Albert does. At all times, he likes to be touching me. And it's annoying because a lot of times he'll like be chewing on something like right next to my thigh, and I'll just get like sopping wet from like slobber and shit. But you just learn to deal with it, right? Like you kind of get numb to it. And so he climbs kind of on top of me, and he drops the hockey stick like in my lap, and I went, "Oh, that's not where you should be chewing that." And I went, "Hey, bud!" And right as I saw, I was like, "Hey, buddy!" Right as I said that, he bit me so hard, fully on the dick, that it changed my life in an instant. I have never in my life felt a pain like that. Like, I've never been shocked alert more quickly. And he had my dick in his mouth for a couple seconds there because he was like, "What?" And I'm like, "What?" And he bit my dick head and my shaft about halfway down the shaft. I have never felt a bruising like that. Like, he didn't break the skin or anything, but I screamed. I went, "My dick!" Like that. Emily goes, "What?" I go, "He's talking about my dick! Oh my God!" And I jumped up and I just grabbed my dick with both hands and I ran around the upstairs for like, I don't know, 90 seconds not knowing what to do. I was just in blinding pain and I didn't know if my dick had been ripped off. I didn't know if I was covered in blood. I couldn't look down because I was too scared. I didn't feel wet. I didn't feel blood in my hands, so I thought that was a good sign. But it hurt so unbelievably bad. I just didn't know, and I was scared to find out. So after like 90 seconds of running around in circles, I finally looked down and my dick was still there. And I was fine, but it was sore for 3 days.
Was it worse than the toilet seat?
Yeah, way worse than the toilet seat.
Oh my God.
Because it was sharp and hard.
Did you punish him?
Yeah, did you put Albert in the penalty box?
No. What? It's not his fault.
Did you like do it back to him so that way he knows what it feels like?
No.
Penalty box.
It was an accident. My little buddy didn't mean to. But yeah, it was one of the worst moments of recent memory. And I recommend fully not doing that. If you ever get a chance to not be bitten by a dog on your dick, do your best not to be bitten by a dog on your dick.
It is always bad when you scream completely involuntarily.
Yeah.
Involuntarily. I did it on a plane maybe a year ago where I screamed in someone's face completely out of my control.
Just like they spooked you?
No, I just had my hand on the on the armrest. And someone just bashed their bag into my little finger. And it hurt so much, I just went, "Ah!"
Oh, no.
And then I was like, "I'm sorry. I apologize for screaming." It was just shot out of me. And it made the person next to me jump. Made me jump a little bit. I think they thought I was a psycho. It just came out of me because they crushed my little finger.
That sounds terrible.
Oh.
Yeah.
How long did it hurt for?
Oh, maybe like 2 seconds.
Oh, it's instant. Yeah.
It was instantly fine, but it just.
Do you think the yelling was longer than the pain?
I think the yelling was the exact same length as the pain.
That makes it even worse because then you come out of the yell pain free. It just makes it awkward.
Like it came and it left immediately.
Oh man. Albert, is he a Red Wings guy?
He seems to be, yeah.
Big Red Wings.
He's pretty into that hockey stick.
That makes me really happy imagining him just running around with a hockey stick.
He does it,
cross-checking.
I will say he's more of a hockey dog than a basketball dog. He tends to favor his hockey toys more than his basketball toys. I have a little Celtics hot dog for him. He's not into it at all anymore.
I was thinking about talking about Albert and biting your dick in penalty boxes. Is there, outside of hockey, are there other sports where you can accidentally get penalties? Like you can get a penalty, not like doing something unintentionally can get you penalized?
Football?
But that's like an act of intent. You know what I mean?
What's the intent?
Like you're trying to, I guess it would be the same.
How is it an accident in hockey, but not an accident in basketball?
If you shoot the puck clear over the glass, you get penalized.
Well, in soccer football, if the goalkeeper touches the ball outside the box, it's a penalty.
Interesting. Okay.
It's not an actual penalty. I think he just gets a sent off or something?
I mean,
don't
in
know.
like American football, you go to like tackle a guy, you might like your hand might slip and you grab a face mask or you pull him down by like the back of the jersey, like horse collar. Like those
Yeah, I
aren't
guess. Yeah,
typically
yeah.
intentional.
In basketball, if you accidentally elbow somebody in the head, that's a foul, whether you did it on purpose or not. And a lot of times you're not even looking in the same direction when it happens.
Jeff, I got to say, not after the sports improvements draft, it's not.
Ooh. I'm very excited about the sports improvement draft. I came up with one last night while I was watching the Celtics game that I cannot fucking wait to jump into.
That's great.
Are we doing that Friday as well, or is that something else?
We
Okay,
are. We're
cool.
doing nickname
Cool.
draft and sports improvement draft.
Awesome.
I have a question.
Go for it.
Why don't we make better helium?
Aren't
Hydrogen?
we almost out of helium? Isn't that
Are we making helium? Is
I
helium
don't know
something we
anything
make?
about helium.
I think it's a
Clearly.
finite resource, actually.
Yes, there's a huge shortage.
Wait, there's a helium shortage?
Well, we've just used quite a lot of it, and it takes millions of years to get created in the
What?
Earth. And it also is so light that it just leaks out of the top of the atmosphere.
Well, then why can't
Into
I just
space.
get my balloons filled at like the grocery store with it? Why? What do you mean? It's a rare resource.
Well, I mean, it's not like
Because
that we're going to
money.
run out. It's just as demand, like as it runs low, it'll just get more expensive until eventually no one can afford it.
So we can't
Yeah.
make helium?
No.
How?
Not-
Where does helium
not
come
easily.
from?
It's where does anything come from?
Well, like the iPhone comes from Apple.
This is the craziest. As soon as you ask the question, I'm like, we're about to hear the craziest shit we've ever heard on this podcast. Words out
Steve
of your
Jobs.
mouth, and I was waiting with bated breath. The iPhone comes from Apple.
I can source that product.
I think helium just comes from the ground.
Apple shut down their helium plant when Steve Jobs died.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Well, is there a company that specializes in helium? There would have
Yeah,
to be,
like-
right?
Companies that suck it out of the pockets in the ground.
Helium extractors, yeah.
I can't tell if you guys are fucking with me or not.
Nope,
Helium
nobody's fucking with you.
extractors?
Oh, Eric just wrote a non-renewable natural resource that comes from radioactive decay of uranium and thorium. So it's created by other stuff that takes a really long time to decay.
But if you're sitting on an old ass uranium and thorium stockpile, you might be sitting pretty.
Wait, so you drill in for it? You extract it?
Drill, baby, drill for helium.
What do you think fracking is? It's just people trying to get helium for balloons.
Yeah, fracking is all Party City, I think.
That's why they went out of business, because they stopped fracking.
That's what happened. Oh, Biden. Oh.
So I'm imagining like Minecraft, theoretically, you could like hit a wall and then your voice would just get high pitched and you hit a pocket of
I don't-
helium.
I don't think it's men drill. I think they're tiny little minuscule holes.
No, I got to go with Andrew on this one. You dig a hole too deep and then you sound funny.
I just,
I found it. Yeah, I'm
If
pretty
you're-
sure I found it, guys. I think I found the vein.
I just like the idea of like, oh, I wonder what's through here. Oh shit!
it's like a canary for a completely different use. High pitched canary. We found some of the
Highest
boys.
pitch oh my God! Listen, that canary.
We struck
no.
gold. Okay, so they mine it, and it's not something we make.
Well, and I think hydrogen would be even lighter than helium
Wait,
Hydrogen.
because it's also very flammable. Though they don't use it.
that's the bomb, right? That's how. Well, wait.
Why are we teaching
Hydrogen.
this to Andrew? Why are we bothering to teach this to Andrew?
Is that what you need for water too? Right? You need hydrogen.
I mean, it's in water. Yeah.
Yeah, it's part of water.
Yeah, it's an element.
Okay. So can hydrogen float?
It's the H part of water.
Can hydrogen float?
Because helium floats. That's why I want helium better.
Does rocks float on helium?
This is
I
a
don't know
great.
what that
This
means.
baby. Welcome to 2013 Rooster Teeth. Hell yeah, we're doing it.
Now that we've somehow managed to make it fucking 15 minutes into this podcast, we should probably mention the goddamn Gripplers.
Thank you.
How much helium would you need to lift the Grippler?
Probably not much. Like a couple of balloons, I think would do it.
That's because
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
not to go back to helium, but that's like, why aren't we using it more?
My God.
because it's a finite resource.
Okay,
that we're,
so wait, you
Yeah.
started with
Okay.
this, and then we said
Yes.
it's running out, and now you're back to we should do more.
We should. Like, we need to figure out helium. There needs to be an investment in helium.
What do we use it for, Andrew?
What I want to use it for is I have stairs in my place, and lifting up groceries can be very heavy. And I was thinking of what would be like an easy way to do it. And helium doesn't, you need like 1 million balloons to lift up 2 pounds. It's not efficient. So I was wondering, and you guys are more science minded than I am, why we don't synthesize it. Why aren't we making more effective helium?
You know what they say?
But now I know.
Necessity is the mother of invention. So maybe what we should do is just blow through the entire global supply of helium as quickly as possible, because then we'll invent a replacement even that much faster.
I'm going to go to the grocery store and get 6 balloons right after this. I'm doing my part.
Don't some like Arctic hikers and some people that hike in like remote areas, don't they sometimes bring a helium balloon that they'll or helium balloons that they'll attach to their pack to make them a little lighter?
I don't.
I think that's true. Hold on.
Really?
Dude,
I think you're just describing
That's gotta
balloon
be-
fight.
Maybe this is how.
Oh, maybe. Spoilers.
Is that how? Yeah, that might be. Yeah.
Spoilers.
Bleep it.
So yeah, the up. Nick posted a photo of the up guy. Imagine if he could do that with like 6 balloons. That'd be great. I guess that's probably dangerous. There's probably a line in which you can make helium too effective.
Well, yeah, it all comes from like radioactive decay, doesn't it? So like,
What the fuck? The thing that I would use to give me high-pitched voice comes from
Yes.
radioactive decay?
yeah, is that not what it is? I'm pretty like
Oh my
we said
God.
that earlier. I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Yeah, we read that.
Oh yeah, give me radioactive decay of the uranium in a... Oh, Jeff posting a photo of a backpack. See, this is what I mean. How convenient that would be.
So
Oh,
you're
yeah?
not really wearing the backpack then. You're kind of just taking it for a walk with you.
That's what I want my groceries to do.
Now, hang on. What Jeff described as people actually like doing hikes and this helps them. This appears to be part of like a YouTube video where they're going to do like a gender reveal. There's like stuff in the balloons. This is like it's like an empty backpack. What is this?
I just thought it was a better image than this one, which is the only other one I could find. Backpacking with balloon assist.
Nah, I like that.
It's tiny little.
Is there like a balloon lifestyle thing? Like, can I make ballooning my lifestyle?
Well, some people get off over it.
I'm pretty
I
sure I
want
just saw a
that.
TikTok on this, and that's why it's in my
people
head.
do get off over it. Yeah.
What do you know when you say they get off over it? What, like they're attracted to the balloon, or they're doing something with the balloon,
I
or
think they like get in them and they get hard in them, and
they get hard in the balloon?
A lot of people are sexually fulfilled by popping balloons and rubbing on balloons and
Jesus.
stuff. There's that fetish too.
I don't want that. I don't like
Yeah,
it.
there you go. There's one right there.
Oh,
One of the
yeah,
biggest,
there's-
that's one of the biggest balloon perverts on earth.
Can that be the thumbnail? It's the worst picture of a person I've ever seen.
It's a picture of
Dan
slow-mo
in the-
Dan in a giant balloon. What you can't see because of the balloon, he's coming in that photo.
Well, that's how it's getting so filled at the bottom.
Yeah.
Do you think that is, you know how there's like the iconic Farrah Fawcett poster? Like there's certain, is that the number one balloon kink photo?
that's actually the next shirt I'm selling. It's just going to be that cut out perfectly on a little black shirt.
Oh, dude, that's so funny. Oh my God.
Man.
This episode of the Regulation Podcast is sponsored by Factor. Do you know what I ate last night? Wrong. I ate a chicken pot pie pasta Factor meal. I opened it, I stabbed it a little bit, bunged it in the microwave, and then shoved it down my gut hole. Was it delicious? Yes. Factor is a dietitian-approved meal delivery service that arrives fresh and fully prepared, perfect for any active, busy lifestyle. Factor has 40 options across 8 dietary preferences on the menu each week, so it's easy to pick meals tailored to your goals. Have you got a food goal? Choose from preferences like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, or Keto. Jeff did that for a little bit. They also have add-ons like wholesome smoothies, breakfasts, grab-and-go snacks. If you don't have time to sit down, sitting is difficult sometimes. Reach your goals this year with ingredients you can trust and convenience that can't be beat. Head to factormeals.com/regulation50off and use code regulation50off to get 50% off your first box plus free shipping. That's code regulation50off at factormeals.com/regulation50off to get 50% off your first box plus free shipping while your subscription is active. Big old thanks to Factor for sponsoring this episode.
Yeah, can you talk about the Gripplers now?
Oh, yeah, Grippler. We're doing a Grippler thing.
Why did you pick up the reins if that's all you were going to do with it?
Right? I mean,
Andrew
right?
likes to spike the reins.
No. Okay.
Wait, did you say
I was not
Eric?
taking the reins. No, he said me.
Did
No,
Gavin
he
say
said me. He
Eric?
said me.
Oh, thank God. I
said me.
thought you were coming after me.
No,
I'm like,
no,
that's
he
not-
wasn't.
Oh.
He definitely
No,
wasn't.
everything's
Oh, my
about you.
God. Oh, sorry. I'm in a defensive posture against Gavin at all times.
I think that Jeff naturally
out.
is always the guy on the reins. So that was like, I'm sitting between Eric and Jeff, and I was passing the reins to Jeff.
Why would you pass it to me? I brought up I tried to cut off the Helium conversation by bringing up the Grippler, and you immediately took it away from me to go back to Helium. So
I
then
wasn't done with
when Eric brought up the fucking Grippler, you picked up the rage and you said, "Oh yeah," and then you launched into one sentence.
My point, and I think if we pulled the audience, they'd agree. You're the reins guy of this show.
Yeah, but
I
you
am
took
not the reins guy.
Right. Yeah.
So I was
then why
giving
did
it back to you.
Why did you?
Because I was excited about it.
We don't know where we're all sat in relation to each other in your head.
Oh, that's a great point.
I wouldn't know if I'm next to you to take the reins.
Yeah, where are we?
Where are we all sat?
Okay. So Jeff is on like the end, like he's at the front he's the head of the table.
Oh,
Where,
okay.
what's first off, what shape is the table you're sitting at?
Yeah, let's get the geography down.
It's like a square table. Let's go.
A square table. Okay.
Yeah.
There's no head of
For
a square
5
table.
people.
Yep.
That's gonna be difficult, but okay.
Yep. I don't know why we bought this table, but this is the table we're at.
So is anybody on your plane with you on your side of the table?
Yeah.
Who's sitting next to you?
Eric.
Left or right?
Left.
So
he's
Eric
got
is
the
immediately left to you.
Yeah.
We got to draw this. Can I draw this?
Yeah.
Please do.
Go.
And then on the left side of the table, who's there?
So this is how it goes. It's you on one end, right, by yourself.
On the right side?
At the bottom.
The
Then I'm
fuck
to your
does that
left.
mean? But what is the bottom of a table? Am I under the legs?
No. Okay. Okay,
Wait.
I'm shifting the table. One sec. So I'm at the bottom of the table. You're at the right side of it. You're at the right side. So you're by yourself on the right side of it.
So Jeff's on the right, and he's alone.
He's alone on the right. I'm to
Okay.
his left.
Wait, oh God. He's alone, but you're on the other corner. Like
Yeah, I'm on the other
edge,
corner. Yeah.
To the
There's
left.
an edge between us. I'm
Okay,
to his
yeah.
left.
Got it.
Eric is to my left,
Eric is to your left.
But on the same side of the
but
table.
on the same side of the table. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. Okay.
Right. So you're in the same panel area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Okay. Then Nick is on the other end, looking directly at Jeff.
Yeah.
That makes me uncomfortable.
Gavin, you're on the opposite side of the table by yourself, next to Jeff on the other corner.
Okay. So now I just need to write some labels in these. So we've got Jeff. And
See
then
if this is accurate. I think that was pretty clear.
Andrew.
We got there.
Wait, Eric was next to Andrew.
Yep.
Nick,
And Nick
for
on the
some
other end.
reason, is looking straight at Jeff.
Yep.
And then
I'm curious if other people think about this. People listening, is this what you imagine? What does your table look
Save.
like?
Save
Let
as.
us
I don't know if you need to
Seating
save it. I don't think there's necessarily a
chart.
long-term use.
I opened Paint to try to do the same thing, and it crashed so fast. I drew a table, wrote Jeff, and then it went, "We're done here," and it like shut down on me.
And that's enough of that.
Where did that save to?
Okay, it
Why-
doesn't
why
matter. We're
isn't there
done.
a
We're done.
Windows?
Tables
Why
are done.
Why isn't there a hey, where did I just put the thing?
Hey, but you know what else is on the table? A Grippler. Jeff, take it away.
Well, that's right, Andrew. There is a Grippler on the table because we are very excited and, dare I say, proud to announce that the next Grippler drop will be this February the 14th. That is right. Valentine's Day is being rebranded globally to Gerpletine's Day. February 14th is now officially Gurpeltine's Day. If you wanted to get one of the gorgeous black Gurplers, black as death, black as night, you can get one on Gurpeltine's Day, February 14th, 2025. We have purchased 5,000 goddamn Gurplers. Hopefully that means you will be able to get the Gurpler of your dreams and desires. And what better way to do it than on Gurpeltine's Day? Give yourself the gift of Gurpeltine. Give the gift of Gurpeltine to someone that you love or cherish or respect or just medium okay with. Hell, even if you don't like them, maybe you can repair the relationship with a Gurpler. Available to you globally on Gurpeltine's Day, February 14th, 2025.
At 12 p.m. at noon Central Time, where we'll be streaming at twitch.tv/theregulationpod.
And I feel like if you can't get one this time, I genuinely don't know what to do.
It's
Order more.
To be clear, we ordered these when we sold out immediately in the last one. This is how long it takes for them to come back in. This is the reorder to try to make sure people get the black Gurplers that they wanted.
But before we get to Gavin's drawing, let's wrap this part out. But something that we were able to get faster and something we wanted to get to the people are no scrumping signs and protected by Falcon signs. We've reprinted those, the original art and everything, the original sizing, no scrumping, protected by Falcons. But Andrew had a really good idea regarding those signs.
Well, it was a hotly debated topic when we were discussing it because we wanted to restock these things, but we couldn't determine which was wanted more. We had different views on that. And then also like how many to order for each, because we don't want people to be disappointed. Like we want to be able to provide merch for people that want it. That's always the goal.
But we've never sold more than 300 of those things at a time,
yes.
I don't think, which makes it hard for us to determine the true demand for it.
And also there's, I think, a fun layer of this we were talking about gauging this for a future merch release type thing. And we're kind of debating between what would sell fastest when we do this stream or what we'll even sell more of, I guess. It's very possible we don't sell out on either of these things, but what would be more popular? And so I talked with our wonderful mod team. You guys, you want to pop in, like you click the Regulation Pod Discord, which is free, by the way. We should put a link in the info of this, the meta for this.
Yeah, please join the Regulation Discord. If at all
totally
possible.
free.
It's a lot of fun.
So it's an amazing server. You guys click in. I'm going to guide you to something. We can put our votes down.
Okay.
Oh. Whoops. Ah, shit. I joined Jeremy's.
All right, I'm on the I'm in Jack's Sunday group.
Nope.
What?
No, that's not it.
Wrong one.
Where they play 7 Days to Die or whatever. Okay, no, I'm in the Regulation Pod. Okay.
So once you're in, you'll see at the top there's a category called Podcast Announcements, and then a channel called the Sign Vote.
The sign vote. Okay.
So this provides all the information of like where it is on the store when they go up and all that.
Wow.
What we're doing is we're picking sides and we're going to see who's going to win. You can pick a team. You can only pick one team. And then once the stream goes live, this will be turned off and you're locked in to whatever you pick. Whatever side wins this, the people that pick that side will get a unique Discord role relating to that side.
Oh, wow. So we picked that by using these reactions at the bottom
so
here?
Yes,
the
there is
and the
reactions
Falcon reaction?
at the bottom. You can pick one.
Okay.
Oh,
Team
Dude,
Falcon or
I
Team
picked-
Scrump. Okay.
I'm going Team Scrump.
Oh, wow. You guys are crazy.
You don't think Scrump? People
It's an OG.
need to protect their
Scrump's
apples.
the OG, and it's such an iconic sign, but we're protected by
Dude,
Falcons.
guy like me is protected by Falcons. Gavin, did you vote?
I can't find what you're talking about.
Okay.
What is it? What announcements? What?
See at the top, podcast announcements, and then below
and
the
then like
sign
three
vote.
things below that, it says the sign vote.
Mine's actually above it in suggested.
Mine's above.
Oh,
Is
it's
it
above
really?
it.
Oh, weird.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and then it's the whole, hey, it's time, pick your team. You scroll down below the link and there's two places to vote. The
I want to
scrumping
see what
or the
Jeff
Falcon.
and Gavin.
Bam.
I haven't voted yet. I'm gonna wait for
No.
Okay, Gavin's.
You're also a scrum man.
Well, I'm a
Interesting.
scrum guy. I'm
gonna pick Falcon.
Me and Jeff,
Interesting.
Team Falcon.
I was initially on the Scrump side, but I think I might go Falcon.
Well, it's a tough thing because the no scrumping is definitely the more iconic, longer lasting thing. But I feel like Falcons have been a lot more relevant recently.
I think Falcons have been a lot louder about getting the Falcon signs reprinted too.
I also think Scrumping is who we were. It's in our Apple DNA, obviously, but Falcons are who we are. At least that's how I'm viewing it.
Did you see though on the podcast where you posted a picture of us with the Falcon that it's not a Falcon?
That's what I heard.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Someone said it's a Harris Hawk.
Yeah, that's a Falcon.
Protected by Falcons and Hawks. Yeah, you just shorten it to Falcon because it's too long to say the other way.
You didn't know that Hudson Hawk was a Falcon?
Yeah.
Everyone knows this.
But what are you going to call the movie Hudson Falcon? It doesn't have a ring to
Well,
it.
his name's not Captain Hawk. It's Captain Falcon.
Danny Aiello's not signing on to be in Hudson Falcon. He's only signing on to be in Hudson Hawk.
Would you rather be protected by Falcons or Hawks, Gavin?
Oh, Falcons, I think.
Easy.
Well, Falcon is a cool name.
It is a cool name.
And that's why we're protected by them. So we're protected by Falcons. Now, that will also go on sale at the same time as the Grippler, which is February 14th at 12. That's noon Central Time at Regulation Store. Hang on. What is it? The Regulation? Is it regulation.store? What?
Jeff.sucks.
Regulationstore.com.
Thank
or
you.
Regulationstore.store.
I went to Jeff Sucks. I went to
Jeff.sucks.
Jeff.sucks, and it took me to a HostGator site.
Uh-oh.
Jeff.sucks is expired?
It might be.
No!
Give it a
Jeff?
try.
Oh, God, it doesn't work anymore.
.sucks.
This is why we
Gavin!
Can't lean on this, man. You got
Gavin,
it.
get it.
Oh, shit. Did I not pay my bill? Damn it.
Gavin.
Well, I'll try and get back on that.
Oh, boy. We'll definitely go to regulationsstore.com then.
Well, Gavin gets back on that. We often talk about how amazing our community is. I love them. They're so creative. Do you see what they did? Do you see what those people did? The mischief they've caused?
No.
No.
Let me post. It's one of my favorite things about our community is they just do things. They just do things that are really funny and great. And people now, there's a movie that we have some history with. If people go on the IMDb trivia for it, there's a new fun fact on the IMDb trivia page. If you go to the Tuxedos trivia page on IMDb, one of the submitted pieces of trivia is the titular tuxedo worn by Jackie Chan was bought at auction by podcaster Andrew Panton in 2022.
And is currently in a pile in Jeff Ramsey's closet.
12 upvotes. That's so stupid.
Awesome.
It made me so
Very
happy.
helpful.
The premise that, because whenever I finish a movie, I love to go to the trivia and just kind of like scan it, learn about the movie a little bit. The premise of people doing that and having no concept of what this podcast is and reading that, it makes me so happy.
It's a shame it doesn't mention the podcast by name for a little bit of
Yeah.
promo. Because we could have potentially had 12 new listeners there.
Oh, shit.
It's those wild little moments that just make the podcast not worth it to me, because clearly it's worth it, but just make it that much extra special to me.
Yes.
Like, there are people out there that have no idea who we are, but they believe a Don Zimmer baseball card is worth more than it used to be. You know?
That was pretty great. Yeah,
That'll never not be the coolest thing ever to me.
Yeah.
Hey,
It's
before
the
we get too far past it, Andrew, Gavin made a drawing of your mind table.
Yeah, what
Yeah.
do you think?
Your Andrew's mind table.
Alan Wake 2.
Way off. He's completely wrong, but it's fine.
What?
All
What do you
kinds of
mean?
things.
Exactly what you described.
And it's not.
Except you
but,
spelled Jeff Geiff, by the way.
Ah, shit. It was so small, I could barely read it. What do you mean? That's exactly what you said.
That is what you said.
No. There's
Do you picture a rectangular table and Jeff's on the left?
no.
What are you talking
You said square.
This is.
How
I mean,
did
it's
I know
way.
that what I perfectly listened to and replicated would be wrong?
Okay, so for the people that can see this image, it's in the YouTube version.
Go to the YouTube and watch it. Yeah, it's on the YouTube version.
Or the Patreon.
Or the picture.
Jeff and Nick are flipped.
The fuck we are? I was to your right. You said that.
Yeah, you said that.
Okay. Well, I'm trying to correct it in the least. Okay. So then slide me down. You're right. Based
Gavin,
on what I said.
Gavin, I can't believe you fucked that up.
No. Based on what I said, you're right. Based on what I said, you slide me down. I'm next to Jeff on the corner. You're on the where Eric is.
Next to Jeff.
No, calm down. One
Okay.
second. Let's be adults about this.
Yeah.
Where Eric is in relation to Nick is where I am on the other side with Jeff.
Oh, you just need to scoot the chair to the right a little bit?
Yes. Yeah. So I need to scoot down.
God. That's beyond pedantic, dude.
Then Gavin, you got to scoot down.
Scoot down where?
So you're
Towards
level
Jeff.
with me. So we're with Jeff. And then Eric has to scoot down a little bit.
Okay, so everyone's on their correct side, but the spacing is off.
The siding is all correct. Just the positioning is off.
Oh, it was completely wrong.
This is the craziest. This is Andrew. Andrew, you're a crazy person.
Andrew, what you've described is everybody gets as physically far away from Nick as possible.
Yeah, Nick is on the other side by himself.
No.
Because we don't know if he's got the monkey mask or not. We need some distance.
Yeah.
Can't see.
I'm fine with that. I can sit closer to GF. That's fine.
Is there a table curtain maybe Nick's sitting behind?
I think it's pretty clear that I was directly next to Jeff, and that is not at all close to Jeff.
You are directly next to Jeff. There's no one between you.
That's if I'm standing in an end zone of a football field and I say there's no one between us and you're at the 50-yard line, you're not next to me.
It's not to scale.
If I said sit next to me at the table and you sat there, I'd be like, what's he doing?
What do you mean? If I sat where? So you're blue. If I sat where? At Jeff's?
If I'm sitting where Jeff is and I said, hey, come sit next to me at this table, and then you sat where you're sitting in this image,
Yep.
I would think, what are you doing?
I'm sat next to you.
No, you're not. You're so far away. If somebody else can sit to your left, you're too far.
I want so badly to sit around a table with you all someday. Oh my God.
I can explain it like this with cars. Like, think about a parking space. I feel like that's pretty standardized sizing. If I say park next to me and you park 3 spots to my left, that's not next to me. That's 3 spots to my left.
But
if a car can park between you and I, you're not next to me. And I don't think that's crazy. I think people agree with me on this one.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Well, here's the thing. I'm excited to hear from all of them about it.
If you say to somebody, sit next to me, you can't have space for somebody to become the next to.
All right, I'm redrawing this now. Okay. Put that there.
I don't think when you ask someone to sit next to you, they can be far enough that someone can become the new next to.
It's just a square table. No one sits on a corner. Gavin. Okay, I think I got it.
Can you fix my fucking name?
Yeah, do you know how to spell Jeff's name or no?
Yeah, I'll fix that. Put that there. Save.
I love that this guy is one of the greatest high-speed camera operators in the history of film, and we have him using MS Paint every podcast.
It's fine. I'm going to drag. Man, Windows 11, a real piece of shit. I don't know why. It just sucks.
It sucks shit.
Okay, here we go.
Is that the new one?
Yeah, it sucks.
All right, how's that?
That's perfect. That's really good.
Oh, so wait. So I need to be that high?
No, I mean, you should be closer, but it's fine.
But I thought you said I need to be far away from Nick.
Yeah, you do, but that's fine. He put something else, like he scratched out. That's fine.
So the Gavin and the Andrew that were clearly violently murdered, were those doppelgangers or clones?
That's up to Gavin. I don't know.
They got $100,000.
Yeah, the other one was me, but from the other ball.
Oh, dude. My wife remembered what the other hypothetical was when we were in Mexico.
What's hypothetical?
Oh, yeah.
It was 6 days a week, you taste with your fingertips.
Yeah, your taste buds are on your fingers.
That's a classic, that one.
Yeah.
And it's, well, how much money was it? Like $400,000 or something?
I don't know.
It wasn't
don't remember how much it
was.
was.
Like $100,000.
Yeah.
But it descended down to wiping your butt would be hard.
Yeah.
Why does your wife pay more attention to me than you do?
Why would I pay attention to you?
She has less exposure to you, so the moments hit harder.
So it's more memorable.
She doesn't have to be in a defensive position with you.
Yeah, you did try and fight me earlier a little bit.
Yeah, I thought you said it was my fault. I was very ready to be like, you're out of your mind.
But thankfully, in Andrew's mind table, you couldn't be further from me, so I feel safe.
Also, he was really like, no, that's not where they need to sit. And then you redrew it. And he went, that's fine, whatever.
Well, you run out of space. I would do the what is 6 days? You taste with your fingers? Yeah, it's fine.
No.
Yeah.
Ooh, really?
Yeah. I'd get little things for my fingers.
Every time you shook somebody's hand, it would be like you just made out with them.
I'm not shaking hands.
What would you put on your fingers?
What would I put? What would be like the equivalent of a mouth that would just close them off? Is it the whole finger or is it the tips?
It's like your fingerprint is your taste buds. You'd be sucking doorknobs, I assume.
I guess I'd wear
Taste the
gloves.
inside of a pair of gloves, yeah.
Yeah.
So you just be tasting gloves all day?
Yeah, I guess. I don't think it would be that bad.
I would just squirt some frosting in the fingertips of each glove.
Oh, shit. That's the move.
Oh, what if we try it out, see what it would feel like by making a tongue glove, and we all have to try and wear a tongue glove for an entire meal?
That sounds terrible.
All right, hold
Like
on.
a-
Let me write this down.
No.
Make it
No.
What do you mean, no?
You're
It's a great
persuading.
idea.
You're making me think away from this. You're persuading me away. Tongue glove sounds terrible.
I'm into it, and I
But
want to
that's
do
what
it.
you're saying that you would do.
Yeah. I know. That's why I'm saying he's persuading me out of this.
I think I could fit my tongue down like a extra large thumb on a rubber glove.
All right,
What?
Jeff, write that down and let's see.
I don't know what the fuck you just said.
I'm trying to think of what would make a good tongue glove, and I think a really
He's
big.
gonna suck a glove or some shit.
I got one right here. I was looking on Amazon. They exist.
Tongue gloves exist?
Oh my god!
Tongue sleeve.
What?
A tongue sleeve?
Disposable tongue covers. What are they for?
Putting on your tongue.
Prevents the tongue from tasting the bitterness of Chinese medicine. Oh, so it's if you eating a rhino horn or something.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, anyway, we can buy some on Amazon right now. You guys want me to get them?
That's wild.
Yeah, get him.
I
Whoa,
also heard that-
whoa! Hey, hang on. Maybe different ones because this says usually ships within 1 to 2 months.
1 to 2 months. All right,
Holy
all right. Well,
Jesus.
it's in the notes.
Yeah.
Let me write put the thing down. Okay.
What?
Yeah, I got it in my
That's
notes.
crazy. Okay.
Oof.
Well, okay. So just to be clear, you taste the thing, but it doesn't impact you.
What does that mean to you, the
So-
words you just said?
Theoretically, I would be able to tell if food was poisoned without it impacting me by touch.
What?
Is that something you're commonly concerned with?
Can you taste poison?
Well, like food poisoning. Like if I put my finger on a piece of chicken,
You think food poisoning has a taste, is what you're saying.
well, I guess it's texture, isn't it? It's not taste.
No.
It's more like undercooked, but yeah.
Yeah, rawness of it. I guess I could just see that. Why don't I do that? I should do
But
that
you
more.
you could just like chow down on like spinach and kale and then just stick your hand in a bowl of ice cream and it'd be like you were having the fucking best dessert of your life.
That's interesting.
You could be like super healthy. Could be a real bonus, a real positive in the long run if you think about it.
I guess I need to evaluate how much the chew means to me.
You can still chew.
You're still chewing.
You still have to eat through your mouth.
No, yeah, but I'm saying if I like to snack on a bag of popcorn. If I put my hand in the bag of popcorn, am I just getting the experience of if I would normally be eating the popcorn?
No, that'd be like licking popcorn. You could put some in your mouth and chew it, and if you just like rummage the bag with your hand, you'd probably have the same vibe.
I don't like licking. Ugh. But you know, I don't like this now. I'm going. It's like cucking yourself with food. I don't want it.
Food cuck?
I don't want a food cuck.
Maybe that's somebody's nickname tomorrow. Let me write that down. Food cuck.
Cuck. Wouldn't that just be watching someone eat food?
Watching somebody eat your food. Somebody goes into your fridge and eats your food while you watch. You can't do anything about it. You just have to go, yeah, that's right. Eat that banana. Give it to it. Yeah. Chew hard.
They're going to empty the whole fridge later.
Pop a crate. Speaking of food, I wanted to run something by you guys if you don't mind.
I would love to
Big
hear
time.
something.
You know how we're I would say we're a pretty fruit adjacent podcast. You know,
Yes.
we've definitely had our apple phases, but we dip in and out of all kinds of fruit. Hell, we just had a whole fruit taste test last week, right? So
Yeah.
I'm always just kind of thinking about fruit in general and just like elevating fruit because it's good for you. It's like healthy candy. And I want the world to enjoy fruit in the way that I do and that we do, right? I feel like that's a fairly reasonable thing to do. And that's when it hit me. What was the last big, like, hey, eat fruit campaign that you remember? Because for me, it's probably an apple a day keeps the doctor away, right? Apple a day keeps the doctor away. It's what people say. I feel like it's outlived its usefulness. So I did a little bit of research. What is another thing that an apple a day could keep away, right? I wanted to pick something that doesn't already exist, that isn't already copywritten, that isn't already something that someone else can stake a claim and say, no, regulation guys, I already invented the spaghetti bread bowl. You can't have it, right? I wanted something free and clear. And I wanted something that's scarier than going to the doctor, which is pretty scary for some people, I must admit. I don't relish going to the doctor, but it's 2025, right? It's like we're not scared by Alfred Hitchcock and movies and the doctor anymore because we've had the last 50 years of horrors. We need to update the fear to something that matters to us in 2025, something that we can leverage. That's why I'd like to introduce to you guys a nationwide, possibly a global-wide fruit initiative that we start right here today. An apple a day keeps the fruit demon away. Then we invent a fruit demon. It could be the scariest thing ever invented. We lean into the Exorcist religious horror, but fruit related. I've done intensive Google searching. No one has ever thought of fruit demon before. It's on us. We've got it. We're inventing fruit demon right now in this moment. You can make it as terrifying as humanly possible, and then we scare kids with it and scare them that if they don't eat their apples and if they don't eat their pineapple and if they don't eat their, their peach chunks, the fruit demon's going to come get them at night and like rip all their flesh off or like eat their bones from the inside out while they're still alive or like strip their teeth while they're frozen and they can't move. I don't know. But something truly horrific that pushes people towards eating fruit out of fear.
I like it.
Apple Day keeps the fruit demon away. No, but it can be horrifying. I mean, I'm figuring horns, muscles, fucking like super yoked, probably 6'5", 6'6", maybe a little bit of some patchy fur, trust fund, probably cloven hooves. I'm thinking maybe winged, maybe not. Could have a pitchfork. Could have something scarier than a pitchfork. Like I don't know what's scarier than a pitchfork in 2025. Stun gun, right? It could zap you. I don't know. But we can invent a fruit demon amongst the five of us. We have a team of artists and the regulation listeners and the comment leavers that can all lend their creativity to it because this is a global-wide fruit eating initiative. We don't own it. We introduce it to the world, and then it becomes a part of the culture.
What are the 7 deadly sins of fruit eating?
You know what? That's a great question, Andrew, and we need to figure out what they are. Well, I'm not saying we need to do it in this moment, but we should definitely come up with them.
Maybe next episode, why don't we all present our 7 deadly fruit sins?
7 deadly
What would be an
fruit sins.
example?
Scurvy.
Thou shalt not peel an orange and leave it uneaten.
Yeah.
Could you get scurvy if you wanted to?
Yeah.
How do you get
I don't
it?
believe in scurvy. The pirate's disease.
How can I get scurvy?
It was like some sort of malnutrition on a boat, right? But
Yeah, you just don't give yourself any vitamin C for a long period of time.
Oh. And you just get it? You don't like...
I always mistake gout with scurvy.
I think they're very, very different, I think.
Very different, but I'm always making that mistake in my head.
You know, I'm looking through all my domains. I don't have Jeff.sucks. Was it someone in the community did that?
No, you did it.
So
I have regulationstore.com and regulationstore.store.
I remember you buying it in the episode.
Absolutely did it.
How did it get like revoked from me?
I think it probably expired and then someone else claimed it, I would assume.
How would I buy it for like 6 months?
I don't know. Why did you do that?
Damn it.
You know, if you would have sat closer to me at the table, I would have told you that.
Well, I
you should
wasn't
buy at
allowed.
least a year. No, you're on the other. Nah, never mind. He doesn't know how positioning works.
I gotta be honest with you guys. I'm a little worn out after my fruit demon spiel.
Eric, fruit demon.
That's my fruit
That's
demon.
nice. That's a
You-
nice.
did you just
whip
draw
up right
that?
now?
No, I didn't draw it. I started looking around for demon generators, found one that I liked, and then started going nuts.
I will say this, dude. There's not much scarier than a demon in a G-string. That's terrifying.
Yeah, what I really like is he's got a bunch of horns that go forward style.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's got some like crazy feet. Like imagine that. And it's like, if you want to see this guy, don't eat fruit. And it's like,
Yeah.
I don't want to see this guy.
If you don't eat fruit, at least like one portion of fruit a day, he could come in your sleep and suck the marrow out of your bones while you watch.
Oh.
Yep. He'll turn you into like an orange or something too. It'll be bad.
You know what he eats for fun? Fingernails and toenails off of your body. Like he doesn't like chew them down like a nervous habit. He
hate that,
he
Jeff.
peels them back and takes them
hate
off.
that.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
that's
why
why
you
you
eat
don't want
fruit.
you don't want the fruit demon.
Cosmic Crisp.
Yeah. Cosmic Crisp, get after this. Let us know. We'll team up. We'll create.
Oh, this is like I don't
fruit
like
demon?
this. Maybe it's a thing where like every house has to hang a green banana, and you need to make sure they eat a piece of fruit before it goes yellow.
He's
pretty good.
repelled by vitamin C and potassium.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Just a scurvy demon.
Yep.
Yeah.
But it's pretty good. I like the scurvy demon. Scary. Anyway, so let us know what your fruit demon looks like, and then like send it in or something.
scurvy demon tripping over banana peels.
It's been a while since we've had a new demon in the zeitgeist. I think we're really on to
Yeah,
something.
that's a great point.
You nailed it.
Because Jack Black was just Satan, right? And that's.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like what the last celebrity demon was. It's like a movie.
You did like the South Park devil for a long time. Satan, he was popular as a South Park character.
The Insidious one. Remember, he was like
Oh.
scary. He was like scary, like behind.
There were the Nun movies.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, there's some
Yeah.
pretty scary demons in the Nun.
I think Russell Crowe fought a demon recently.
I think that was alcoholism.
Yeah, that's the scariest. To me, that's the scariest recent demon because he's hiding. Scary.
Oh, the Insidious demon.
Yeah,
Is that Darth Maul?
yeah, it's Darth Maul.
I think so. I think that's Patrick Wilson being like, they're not making an A-Team 2? What the fuck?
That guy exists to make that face in every film he's in.
Yeah, and he's good at it, baby. He's real good at it.
He is good at it. He's
Yeah.
a good actor.
He's a great
I'm
character.
making that face. Whew.
Gavin, do you have a demon?
Do I have a demon?
Yeah, because like I feel like Gavin, this is when Gavin comes in and is like, oh, you've never heard of and it's some British demon.
Yeah, you've never heard of the British cancer demon.
I think Gavin's trying to rebuy a domain.
No, I'll do that after.
He's playing GTA.
Is Robbie
Oh,
Williams
man.
your demon?
No, I can't think of a British demon.
That's what I'm curious about. I was going to bring that up on the show. Robbie Williams, only popular in the UK, Europe. He's a European guy. Canada has the Tragically Hip. New Zealand has Dave Dobbin. I'd like to know what people's like artists, musical artists that are massive, but only in their country or even area, I guess. Like a local legend.
Like regionally massive.
Like a regionally massive musical figure. I think those are fun.
I bet here it's like a country singer.
It's what?
a country singer.
I think it's Garth Brooks, isn't it?
He'd be more
I
like
feel
Oklahoma.
He's
I bet.
too popular.
I think here it'd be
I'm sorry.
the guy from San Antonio.
I misunderstood. I thought you meant like who's an American that other countries don't know, and I think that's Garth Brooks.
Isn't that what we're saying?
That's
You think
why I
other
said
countries
that,
don't know
yes.
Garth Brooks? Maybe I'm too close to make that evaluation for America.
I think other countries know who Garth Brooks is. I think they don't necessarily know who George Strait is, who I would argue is as big as Garth Brooks here in America and certainly in Texas, but probably not as well known globally.
I really do think it's Garth Brooks.
Well, I mean, this may be right because I have no idea who that is.
See?
Yeah, that's a good point.
But I'm also an idiot, so I don't.
Yeah, but I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that. I think
I feel like Friends in Low Places had to have had some sort of presence outside of the U.S. though.
Is there a thing that gives you culture shock more, Gavin, than discussing a like established, like everybody knows figure with somebody who's American and them having no idea who they are? Like, to me, that is always, it gets the biggest internal reaction from me. Like, how the fuck? We truly are different cultures.
What, when there's someone colossally famous and you've never heard
Yeah,
of
like you just conversationally bring up somebody that you know as somebody like as a huge figure, and then they have no concept of who you're talking about. Every time it gets me. Like it's so easy to forget.
One of my favorite conversations Gavin and I have ever had in the history of our friendship is we were having a very similar conversation where he was telling me there are tons of Americans that are famous in England that you've never heard of, but you'll never be able to show me a Brit who's famous in America that I've never heard of. And the second he said that, I went, okay, I bet I can in 2 seconds. Showed him a picture of John Oliver. No clue who he was, never heard of him.
Oh, are you serious?
Gavin was like, who the fuck is that? And I go, it's John Oliver. He's like, I have no idea.
And it's
That's
weird to go
great.
back now, because now if you watch like a bunch of the stuff I watched as a kid, well, not as a kid, I guess like as a teenager, he has like bit parts in everything I ever watched.
Amazing.
Oh,
But never enough for me to ever know his name.
That's so funny. For me, it's Terry Fox. Like people in America not knowing who Terry Fox is when he's such a established. It would be like not knowing who Michael Jordan is, essentially, for America. It's just everywhere.
Yeah.
Did you make that up?
Terry Fox?
No.
Yeah, fictional. Completely fictional. No, Terry Fox is a very established figure that you have to learn about. Currency all over the place.
Is he the most beloved Canadian of all time?
He has to be.
Certainly in your lifetime, I would think so.
Undeniably. Yes.
Who's the worst Canadian?
We taking me off the list? Can I be in the top? Am I at the bottom?
exempt.
You're a great
exempt.
Canadian.
I got a pardon? Okay.
Are there like Canadian serial killers?
Oh yeah. There's
It's
some
not
bad
on the
ones.
planet.
Yeah, there's some bad ones. There's one locally, like not that far.
I thought maybe he was like uniquely American. I don't know.
I Googled the worst Canadian, and it's just a bunch of names I don't know, and I don't want to say them because I don't want to be unintentionally
I did.
offensive.
Jeff, I did the exact same thing. I did the
I
exact,
just don't know. I don't know who they are
I'm
or
like,
why they're
this
mentioned.
guy's name is John. Don't worry about it. You
Yeah.
figure it out.
I'm trying to think of fun, like ones that we don't recognize anymore.
Who was that crack mayor you guys had for a while? He's dead.
Oh,
now,
Rob
right?
Ford. Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah.
There's like a silly time in culture where Justin Bieber was disavowed for a very specific group of people. To be clear, like if you're I'd say like a teenage guy when he was in his baby phase, there's definitely a window where Bieber was not cool. Now he's incredibly cool across the board. I'm trying to think other media figure. Like I'm having a hard time thinking of one that we've completely disowned. I'll get back to you on this because there has to be one. At least
There's got to be
one.
like a Canadian Jeffrey Dahmer.
I'm trying to do in my head is Kevin Sorbo Canadian? Like what? I feel like there's got to be one of those.
Brian Adams.
I don't know enough about Brian Adams. I think people are fine with Brian.
I think he's all right, isn't he?
Oh, okay.
I think
Sorbo's
so.
from Minnesota.
He's from Minnesota.
Really? What about Dean
Wow,
Cain?
Does he just exude Canadian to you?
I'm just trying to think of like these sort of like C tier actors that seem shitty.
Should we do?
Kind of you to give Kevin Sorbo a C tier.
Yeah, right. That's very nice. The highest he's been in years.
Should we do a most Canadian Americans draft?
Ooh, most Canadian Americans.
It's very interesting. It's a very interesting one.
Obviously, Sorbo would be a great pick.
Oh no, we don't want him.
Can we just pick Canadians who gave up their Canadian citizenship to be Americans?
That could be fun as a draft.
Yeah.
We
Makes
could
no
do
sense.
it like it could be Nick, Eric, and Jeff on one team, and then Gavin and I as our own teams for different countries, and doing like a reassigning of people.
But we're on opposite sides of the table. Like, how are we?
Yeah, we were looking at.
What if we just did best Canadians?
I'm down with that. Yeah,
Like a
no
best
problem with that.
Canadian draft, like Jim Carrey, Seth Rogen.
We could do
Gordon
each for
Lightfoot.
each country. We could do best Americans, best Canadians, best Brits.
Breast
Breast
Brits.
Breast Brits.
Like
Samantha
page three.
Fox, all the page 3 girls.
Yeah, dude. Breast Brits is going to be just like a way different list. That's all.
I'm just gonna draft Gavin's childhood wall.
Kelly Brook, Katie Price sort of stuff.
Whoa, just getting, dude, those names were off the rip.
Yeah,
Damn.
how'd you remember
Well,
that?
Kelly Brook was on my wall.
I was going to say this the other day. If we ever get an office, I think we should have to put those Gavin
Yes.
posters on somewhere on the wall.
So we've got the lesbians, Kelly Brook, obviously.
Tattoo, is that what they were called?
I don't think it was actually tattoo though.
No, it's that the black and white girls kissing poster, right?
Yeah.
That, like
Yeah.
every dorm room had. Yeah.
So that
And
one's an
Gavin.
easy one.
I don't
as a
think I want
joke-
that in my place of work.
Why
it's
not?
so
That's
it's
a good
so
point.
Gavin's parents don't think he's gay.
As a joke was
we've
going
gotta
to
keep up the
send
facade.
Gavin all of those. I was going to send him his wall for Christmas. And I did
Oh,
a
that'd
lot
be
of
amazing.
research. And it is not an authorized Kelly Brook poster. You cannot just
Oh, no.
find that. It is the image is from a photo shoot she did for Nuts magazine, but that version of that poster is not like that was somebody I think just sold that.
Gavin's buying counterfeit merchandise.
No, I got that from the big poster wall at HMV, where it's like you're reading a big book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, totally. But that doesn't, whatever company licensed that for that thing doesn't exist. That poster no longer exists.
Oh shit! Well, my apologies to Kelly Brook.
And then you had a J-Lo poster, which I had to try to figure out. That also is an HMV one. I assume it's in the same category of like that photo exists in multiple ways, but trying to find the exact specific one you have, not easy.
Boy, what am I going to pick for today's thumbnail? I have so many options. I think I'm going to pick the tongue, honestly.
Honestly, for me, I vote for that picture of Dan. I just think that's like the worst picture of a human man I've ever seen.
he
It's
looks
really
so
great.
sad in there.
Yeah, he is
does.
just really in there, man.
He must have been spent, you know?
Yeah. All right, we should start wrapping this one up.
Did we cover everything we were supposed to cover today? We talked about the Gripplers. We talked about the sign drop. We talked about how people should join the Discord and pick if they are Scrumpers or Falconeers. And then what happens exactly, Andrew? The winning side gets some sort of
The winning
a
side
role?
gets to keep their role. Yes.
Okay.
So you'll have a special badge on the server, essentially.
That's pretty cool. You better pick right, I guess.
Yeah, don't be wrong.
Yeah.
Don't fuck
pick
it up.
Falcons,
Don't fuck
baby.
No, it's scrumping.
Fuck it up.
It's going to be scrumping.
Scrump it up.
Or you're going to be
Scrump it
you're going to pick
up.
fucking Scrumper and you're going to be watching Falcons chatting away for the rest of their lives. And you're
Yeah,
just going to be sitting there.
look at the
fucking
Falcons
scrumpless.
fly. Hey, that was my Falcon.
And you're going to be like, it's not even a falcon, it's a hawk. Ugh, this is stupid. At least the scrumping was an apple. Or whatever.
That's good. That's Gavin. That's how you sound.
Okay, so if Eric currently has the reins, who can reach them?
I can take him I just want to take him. Eric, I'm going to take him for 1 second. Then I'm going to give him back to you.
I mean, definitely felt like Jeff had the reins. I didn't.
Oh. Well,
Did it feel like I had the reins?
I'm just
I don't know, you were
listening to
the-
what Gavin
You were
told
saying
me.
something. You were talking.
Gavin told me you had them. What am I holding? Wait,
What if
Jeff
we-
has the. Wait, Jeff does have. What am
What
I?
if we?
This is such a good show.
No,
This
what
is
if we
just such
try
a
and
good
do a
show.
whole episode where you can only talk if you can take it from the person next to you? So, so Andrew, you can only talk if Eric or Jeff just talked. See, now Nick and Jeff are both laughing, so I could talk.
Well, there you have it. Another episode of the Regulation Podcast. Will we do an episode where you can only talk if the adjacent person next to you is speaking? I have a feeling we'll probably forget about that immediately, but maybe we won't. We might actually do it. Maybe it'll become the most popular thing we've ever done, and we'll do it monthly. Maybe it's the new Sloppy Joe's Bingo, which, by the way, we should schedule and do sometime soon because it's been a minute. Thanks for listening. We love you. Rate and review and subscribe. Join our Discord. Join our YouTube channels. We have 2. They are also free. One for the Regulation Podcast, one for Regulation Gameplay. Andrew, you sound like you'd like the reins. Let me go ahead and turn them over to you.
That's good, because you were sitting next to each other, right?
I think, you know what could be interesting for this to work with the talking thing is we just do the order in which we've joined in our call on Discord. So once I finish talking, then Eric can talk.
Yeah, but
doesn't
that's
have to.
completely different from the mind table.
Well, it's just a visual representation, and it goes up and down.
All right, well, let's try and do that for the outro.
Okay, well, thank you so much for listening.
I think it has to be Eric next.
Yeah.
I was told I don't have to talk.
I think you have to.
How do I know if I'm allowed to talk?
Okay, we fucked it up. We fucked the line. It's already fucked up.
No, you just said.
No.
You just said that
I'm going to go. Then Eric's going to go. Then Gavin's going to go. Then Jeff's going to go. Then Nick's going to go.
You said that I don't
and we're ending
have
it.
to.
You don't have the reins. I have the reins. Now you have the reins.
But now you're done because now I'm talking. So now Gavin can do it.
Yoink! Shut up, Eric.
And that's it for another episode of the Regulation Podcast. One last thing, Beesh, before I turn it over to Nick, who takes us out. We'll do it live. Go ahead and send us in your mind table. I'd love to know what the podcast seating arrangement looks like in your head. That's it for Jeff. Nick?
Bye!
No one knows what order this is. Like, they never see this part.
That
You
had to be
understand that,
Andrew.
right?
It flips back to Andrew.
It's alphabetical.
What?
Oh, it is.
Oh, it is. Oh, shit.
Oh, I never noticed that.
It's eggs.
It is. It's eggs.
Yep.
Eggs.
All right. See you next time. Bye.
See you next time. I love you. Bye.
Bye. Love you. Bye.